Hi there, I'm career development coach Jena Mahne from Herzing University's Minneapolis campus, and today I just wanted to tell you about ways to follow up after an interview. So the first thing that you want to make sure that you do is within 24 hours, send a thank you email to everyone that you interviewed with, and it's in this email that you want to thank the employer for their time in the interview, and then also continue to state your interest in the opportunity, as well as reiterate any of the skills and qualifications you feel you have that make you the best fit for the role that you interviewed for. Keep in mind that you might not get a response from the thank you email, and that's perfectly normal, and it also has no bearing on whether or not you will get the offer or not. And also keep in mind that not every candidate is going to send a thank you email, so it is an excellent way to stand out. The next way that you want to follow up in an interview is going to be based on the employer's timeline. So if you learned that the employer was hoping to make a hiring decision within a week after you interviewed, and that week rolls around but you still haven't heard from the employer, it's still perfectly appropriate to follow up. And so the next business day, what I would do is I would send an email to the employer, just continuing again to state your interest in the opportunity and your excitement for the opportunity, and then also that you're eager to hear on when the employer makes that decision. It's also a great idea in that follow-up email to offer to send additional information to help them in their decision-making process. So what that could be would be something like letters of recommendation or examples of projects that you've planned or cases that you've worked on and completed. It's really important to be patient with employers because sometimes they can underestimate their timeline. And although I bet they would love to make a decision in a week, sometimes life comes up and work comes up, and that pushes that decision-making process back. Also, a great way to continue following up is to alternate between sending emails and making phone calls. And then after that, and after you send the thank you and then that initial follow-up a week later, if you haven't heard anything, then I would space out my follow-ups every 2 weeks, kind of reiterating the same type of information. You can feel free to send more documents that you feel would help you in your candidacy, but make sure that you don't just assume that the role is not being offered to you. It is important to stay patient and to stay positive and to not put all your eggs in one basket.